So currently we have it in the sun, but I'm covering the solar panel with my hand, and you can see the charging light is not on. But as soon as I flip it around into the sun right here, give it a second, you can see now it's charging. Hey everyone, Digital David here. Today in this video, I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing the COSSOFOT Bluetooth wireless speaker. I did receive this product to review, but any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product, you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in my video description below. You can see how it comes packaged right here in a very nice and simple retail box, walking us through a lot of the product's features. It does feature TWS technology, so we can pair this with multiple devices. Bluetooth 5.0, a 5,000 milliamp hour battery capacity, so we can use this as a power bank to charge our mobile devices. And it also features a solar panel for emergency charging. Now let's go ahead, let's open it up and look at the package contents. Here are all the package contents. First up, we have your user guide and manual complete in color with nice pictures, charts, and diagrams walking you through all the product features, how to set up, how to control it, how to use it. They also have their customer service information in the back for you. There's an email address. You can reach out to them if you have any questions. Next, you can see we have an included lanyard, USB to micro USB charging cable. And then we have the speaker itself right here. You can see what it looks like. Here it is from the top with all of our buttons and controls. Here it is from the other side. You can see our solar panel right here built in for emergency charging. Then you can see we remove this grommet right here. We have all of our different ports. We have our USB type A port to charge our mobile devices, our micro USB charging port, 3.5 millimeter auxiliary jack right there to connect it to a device if we want. Then we have a micro SD card slot to play back our files. And you can see from the bottom right here, we have some tech specs for you. The model is JDC01, two 6-watt speakers, solar charging, 200 milliamp max, 5.5 volts, battery capacity 5,000 milliamp hours. There's a spot for the lanyard to be installed right there. Loop it through and then back on itself. Here it is from this side. Here it is from the other side. There's that top look again. Now let's go ahead, let's go over the controls. So the playback controls are intuitive and straightforward. They're clearly labeled for you at the top with nice icons. The first button we have is our power button right here. Obviously, push it down to power on the speaker. Then once the speaker is powered on, you can shortly press the power button to cycle between playback modes. Then you can see we have our phone call button. Press to answer a call and press and hold to hang up. Then you can see we have our previous song button. Then we have our play pause button. We have our next song button right here. Then we have our volume decrease, the minus symbol, and our volume increase for the plus. Also, when in Bluetooth mode, press and hold the phone button to pair your device. Use the phone button for pairing. That's it for the buttons and controls. You can reference them again in the user guide and manual that's included with this product. Now let's go ahead, let's power it on and try it out. So I got my Bluetooth device all set and ready to go. Let's go ahead, let's power on the speaker. Hold down the power button.
Power on. Bluetooth mode.
There we go, it just said power on Bluetooth mode. Let's go ahead, let's pair a new device on our mobile device and let's see if we can find it. There it is, guys, it's JDC-01 from my list of devices right there. Let's go ahead, let's select pairing. Now you can see we're prompted to pair it with our phone.
Paired.
There we go. It is active and paired now. We're showing 60% battery with the speaker. Now let's go ahead, let's try it out with some music. So thanks to our binaural microphone, we'll be able to play a song for you guys and you can hear a realistic sample of what it's gonna sound like if you were here in the studio with us directly listening to the speaker. We're gonna start at around 50% volume, then we're gonna work our way up to 100%. We might clip and peak because it's gonna be so loud and then we'll bring it back down as well, just to give you guys a range of what it sounds like to listen to music with the speaker. So let's go ahead, let's play the song. Now let's play back that same song using the micro SD card. So we got a micro SD card right here. Let's go ahead, let's flip it around and let's get it installed. So the label side's gonna face up, and then we're gonna gently push it in place.
Music mode.
And there we go. So you can see right there, as soon as we inserted the SD card, it went ahead and it started to autoplay for us and switch modes. So let's go ahead, let's give it a listen for another second. No playback issues with our micro SD card. So if you have two or more of the same speaker, you can actually pair them together as well, which is really exciting. I'll show you guys that here in this video to give you a nice surround sound experience. So the first thing you have to do is turn off the Bluetooth on your mobile device. I also was not able to find these instructions in the user guide and manual, so I was able to figure it out on my own. But we're going to turn off Bluetooth on our device. We're going to turn on both of the devices. Then we're going to hold down the phone button together so they pair to each other, and then we'll reconnect with our mobile device. So let's go ahead, let's turn both speakers on.
Power on. Bluetooth mode. Power on. Bluetooth mode.
So they're both in Bluetooth mode. Let's go ahead, let's hold down the phone button. Let's try this one. Oh, there we go. It just said paired. So you can see I held it down. It just said paired. One light's solid blue, the other one's flashing blue. We should be in good shape. Let's go to our Bluetooth settings now. Let's turn on our Bluetooth. Let's see which devices we have. We should only have one speaker show up. And again, they're going to have the same name. So we're looking for our available devices. JDC-01. We're connecting to it.
Paired.
It just said paired, and now both lights are solid blue. So let's go ahead, let's try it out. Let's play our song again. And now it's coming out both speakers. We can adjust the volume. And what's cool is either controls work to adjust it on our phone when we're pushing the volume button, in case only one is nearby you. But there we go, guys. We have them linked and synced up together, which is pretty cool to give you that nice surround sound music.
All right, so now we're testing out the built-in call quality using the Bluetooth speaker to make and take our phone calls. This is how everything's going to sound if you're going to use the speaker to answer a phone call and have a conversation. This is your raw audio test.
Now we're testing out the built-in mic quality of this speaker as we make a phone call. This is what it's going to sound like if you use this speaker to make and take your phone calls with the built-in microphone for hands-free calling. This is what it's going to sound like. This is your raw sample audio. With the 5,000 milliamp hour battery capacity of this speaker, you can charge your mobile device anywhere between 1 and 2 times depending on the size of your device. In this case, for our phone, you can see we have it plugged in and it's charging right now. It's not going to be a fast charge, but it's going to be a decent charge to be able to give you some juice for your mobile device. Like I said, it'll depend on the device, but expect anywhere between 1 and 2 full charges with the 5,000 milliamp hour capacity of this battery. Also, in regards to playback time, expect over 30 hours of playback time at medium volume with the speaker. Obviously, those results can vary. They can creep up to 50 hours or more depending on how you're using the speaker. Also, it takes around 4 hours or so to charge the speaker with an external power source. With that being said, let's go ahead, let's take it out in the sun so you can see what it's like when the solar panel is in the sunlight. All right, so now I'm outside really quick. Wanted to show you guys what it looks like when it's charging in the sun. So currently we have it in the sun, but I'm covering the solar panel with my hand. And you can see the charging light is not on. But as soon as I flip it around into the sun right here, give it a second, you can see now it's charging with the solar panel. So I did an unofficial test today when I had it out in the sun. Again, I had it outside for 5 straight hours in direct sunlight. When I put it out there, the Bluetooth battery indicator was telling me on my phone that this had 60% battery left. It doesn't tell you individual percentages. So we got to take this with a little bit of uncertainty. But after 5 hours in direct sunlight, I went ahead, brought it back in, reconnected to it, and it's showing 70%. So we did move it up an indicator notch, but I don't know if that was truly 10%, 1%, 5%, because I don't know, right after, if it goes from 70%, does it drop down to 60, even though it's truly at like 68 or 69%? So without that information, it may be charged 10% in 5 hours. I'm not really sure if I believe that, but that is what we saw today. We did see that the sun was able to charge it some after sitting in direct sunlight for 5 hours. This speaker is IPX4 rated, which means it can survive splashes and sprays of water, but it is not made to be submerged directly into water. So keep that in mind when you're using this speaker. Also, I want to point out for the 2 samples we received, this back cover does not seal properly, as you can see right here. It goes down great on that side, but it does not stay down on the other side. You can try to rearrange that a little bit, pull it over, push it over, but we have not been able to get a good tight seal right there. So with that being said, any sprays or splashes of water will actually run down in there too, and you risk damaging the device through all of those ports. So I would operate under the assumption that you want to keep this as far away from water as possible. But for this video, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna test it out anyways with our spray bottle right here. We're gonna play some music and then we're just gonna spray it all around so you guys can see what it's like and how it withstands the water. So there we go. We got it pretty wet, guys. Music's still playing, so that's a really good sign. Hard to see the buttons when it's wet. You can just wipe that off though. But there we go, guys. I would say that's about all you can expect from this speaker in regards to its waterproof rating right there. Let's go ahead now. Let me dry my hands off a little bit. We're gonna try to open this up too, just to see. Looks like, yeah, we did get some spray and drips down in there again. So if yours doesn't seal like this, I caution you to avoid water altogether with your speaker. But this is how it's going to withstand the water if you spray it. But again, do not submerge it in water. Let me share with you guys my final thoughts after using this speaker. So first, for myself personally, I would not buy this speaker myself. But I know there's a lot of people watching out there that are interested in this and maybe have a need for the solar panel on the back. I personally think it's more of a gimmick. I've used a lot of solar devices from external battery packs and power banks, and they take ages to fully charge, if even charge at all. So that's really environment specific for you with the sun and all that technical information. They also don't provide any of that for you. So it's really hard to know how useful that is besides for emergency situations. So I would not buy this in the hopes that this is going to be a very useful feature for you. It's really cool, but it's not going to be super useful. And I'm just too practical. That's just how I think and process things. So with that being said, let me tell you more about what I like and what I dislike about it. So what do I like about it? I actually like the design. I think it's pretty cool. I'm happy with the buttons up top. That's really nice, very simple to control. And we have the USB port on the back, so everything just works. It's super simple to charge your device. But with that being said, there's one major design flaw. I pointed it out earlier. It's this flap on the back. Both samples we got sent have the same issue where it doesn't seal on this side. Maybe that's the reason why it's not fully waterproof with its rating. I don't know. But that's a pretty major design flaw if you're going to be using this outside, especially if you're a camper, hiker, that sort of thing. And again, that's probably why you're buying this or looking at it, because of that solar panel. So with that being said, I'd love to have this be fully waterproof in the future. I'd love some RGB lights on it. I'd love faster charging for the solar panel. That would be cool. Maybe even faster discharging when it's charging our mobile devices. In regards to the speaker quality, I think it sounds okay, about what you'd expect for a product at this price point. The bass was actually better than I thought, but the mids were not as good as I was hoping for. Other than that, I was actually pleasantly surprised with the built-in microphone. It sounded better than I was expecting, so I'll give them that one. That's really nice that they spent some time to even get a good working microphone for this device. Also, though, in the future, I want to have USB Type-C. USB Type-A is great, especially if you have multiple devices, but I'd like to have maybe 2 USB ports, 1 USB Type-C, 1 USB Type-A, or maybe 2 USB Type-A and a USB Type-C or something like that. Give us more features, more ways to connect to it. But overall, guys, not a bad speaker at this price point, just not something I would buy. Well, that concludes our video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget the product link will be in our video description below. Please go ahead, check it out, and do your shopping from there. Any purchase made through that link helps support our channel at no additional cost to you. So we're really grateful and thankful for all of your support. While you're at it, can you go ahead and hit that like button for us? And subscribe to our channel. We have new content coming out daily, and we don't want you to miss anything. Please go ahead and give us a follow online and make it a clean sweep. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, TikTok, Discord. You can message us on WeChat, check out our website, and join our free newsletter. Thank you guys so much for being here. Don't forget new content daily, and we can't wait to see you in our next video.